guys, welcome back to the Qualcomm Podcast. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Rose.
Okay, today we're going to look at one of the topics that's often discussed at Qualcomm. What's our topic today, Rose?
Let's talk about your daily life.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's just jump right into it. So, number one, what things do you always do every morning?
Wake up, brush teeth.
Make a brush your teeth?
Yeah, go right to the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, because sometimes I eat breakfast, sometimes I don't eat breakfast. And my schedule's quite irregular. So when I work out changes, when I eat changes.
Yeah, okay. So my morning routine, my daily morning routine. For me, yep, I wake up, brush my teeth, have a shower. The first thing I have to do in the morning is actually feed my cat.
Oh.
And that's probably one of the reasons why I get up early on my days off is because my cat starts crying for food. As well, I actually have to now change my cat's water bowl daily.
Oh, yeah, cats can be quite picky.
Well, like he had surgery, so he has on his bladder, so he's always just going to the bathroom, so then he's always thirsty.
Oh, poor thing.
But nah, he loves it. So I have to, so I have to give my cat a liter of water every day, or he gets cranky.
Okay.
And then, and then I might, while I'm just laying in bed, I'll listen to a YouTube podcast as well, just while I'm gathering my thoughts and my chores for the day.
Oh, that's a good routine.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
What brings you the most happiness in your life?
Number two, well, my pussy cat.
Oh.
Yeah, if he lays beside me and I could give him little scratches and then give him kisses, that's a little joy I have every day. Family is also very important to me. How about yourself?
Yeah, definitely my husband. I'd also say, food.
Okay.
Eating food is always good.
Okay.
Walking in nature.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Is another good one.
Are you that type of person that needs to go for a walk in nature to regenerate, to revitalize your mental thoughts?
Absolutely. Yeah. Definitely feeling just the fresh air, the smell. Yeah. All of that.
Also the sounds of nature too. Oh.
Yep.
Great. Number three. Wow, we're going through it fast. Okay. Is there any place in your mind that you would like to go now?
Oh, wow. That sounds like a deep question.
And why?
And why? Well, traveling. I would definitely like to go back to Japan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, love traveling, love walking around. I think it's also kind of what I said about nature, just getting out there, walking around the streets, feeling the energy of the area. Just that's definitely always where I want to go.
Okay. Is there a specific place in Japan?
I've mainly been to Tokyo and Osaka.
Okay.
So
which one's better?
It's been a while since I've been to Osaka. I need to go back.
Yeah.
But there's just some of the nice residential side streets that are just so calm, and I don't know, there's something about it that's kind of zen.
Okay. Yeah, I love Japan too. Osaka over Tokyo. Though I really want to visit my friend in Tokyo. For me, what place would I like to go to? Well, right now, I would like to go to Thailand.
Ooh.
Just because I want to, just relax, kind of by a poolside. And I also love Thai food.
I was thinking the same thing, the food.
Yeah, so, and the weather, and right now, the weather, it's rainy outside. So I like to be in just a place with nice weather. So that's the place I would like to go to now, which is different than the place I would like to go visit, which would probably be Italy. Because I've never been there.
Oh, okay. What about Italy?
In high school, I did a lot of history and mythology studying, so obviously going there, Rome, would be amazing, as well as I'm a fan of pasta and pizza, so I like to try Italian pizza, authentic.
Oh, yeah. For me, it would be the wine. Oh, some nice red wine from Italy.
Oh. As well as most of the Italian women I've met, they're very beautiful. So I want to see what real Italian beautiful women look like.
All for it.
Okay. Number 4.
What are some ways to save money on daily expenses? Ooh, this can be tough.
Ooh, I'm not very good at saving my money these days. Okay.
Make a budget and stick to it is one of the expressions here. Definitely cut back on like snacks or like clothing purchases. There's definitely a lot of stores you can walk by and something that catches your attention and you just want to go in and buy it. So maybe try to cut back on that.
Yeah, setting a budget's a good thing. Like maybe, just if for the budget, instead of using your card, actually withdrawing the money. So then you could see physically how much money you have and how much is remaining after a purchase.
That's smart.
I just came up with that on the fly. I'm horrible at saving money. I always, when I look at my bank account, I'm like, man, I've spent that much shit.
When I first moved to Korea, I did the thing of 2 bank accounts.
Okay.
So I had one as a savings account and then one as a spending account.
Okay.
So then I could sort of see the money slowly, like a small amount of money decrease rather than like my savings decreasing.
Okay. Another thing is always just, they say people make food at your home instead of eating out. That's another thing.
Yeah.
One way that I like conserve some money is if I know that I'm going somewhere and it's nearby, I'll actually plan out the amount of time they would take to walk there. So instead of actually just waiting to the last minute and taking public transit or even a taxi.
Oh, so like avoiding public transportation. Very cool.
Yeah, and it also like, it helps with my green footprint, my carbon footprint, sorry, yeah. So so just walking or taking a bike, so just traveling is much easier on the environment for people. Now the problem is that where I spend money, where I don't realize it, is probably I spend too much money when I'm drinking alcohol.
Yeah, that adds up so quickly. Yeah. You got more drinks in you and you just want to keep drinking. And then you wake up the next morning and you go like, that happened.
yeah. While you're drinking, you're like, let the good times roll. And then you look at, that's when you look at your bank account, like, oh, why did I do that?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even remember half the stuff.
What did I eat?
What did I eat? Oh. Great. I'll read number 5. If you could relive today, what would you do differently?
Oh, this day?
Oh.
Wow. I mean, we're not even towards the end of the day. I think wake up with a positive mind. Okay. Which is like super hard. I always try to do that. But usually when I wake up, it's like, well, I had that dream. That was not a good dream. So then you get into spirals.
Right. Yeah. So wake up. I that was probably one of my New Year's resolutions was to try to wake up every day with a positive mind. Like the expression, wake up on the wrong side of bed. If I feel grumpy in the morning, I'll give myself some extra time in bed just to try to mentally change it, put on something, maybe even like put on YouTube, watch some cat videos or something. Yeah, something, because I like to change I'm very inspired by emotional stuff. So like there's like videos where the people have the colloquial implant for here. So people that are deaf, and then they get basically the surgery and they get the implant in their ear. Sorry, I to do it to the camera this way, and so they can hear for the first time, and just like when the people hear for the first time, like children hearing for the first time, they're just playing like that, or adults that they're in the room, like they're listening for the first time, and then they hear their husband might say going, oh, Ryan, why don't you say something to your wife? And going, I love you. And they're like going, I love you. And that's the first time they hear I love you. Sorry everyone, that was my phone. That's something, but I haven't even answered the question yet. How would I relive today? Yeah, we're in the middle of the day. I guess I would have had I would have woken up early and probably ate McDonald's. I love the McDonald's breakfast menu. This reminds me of the movie Groundhog Day. Oh, yes.
I don't know if I would want to live today again and again, but maybe.
Yeah, what would I do differently? I would just make sure. Probably even send a message to my mom, just like I love you. Just because I don't know if I'm just going to be hit by a car leaving this house. So
Oh my gosh, so morbid.
my last topic, we talked about life and death. So, can you read number 6?
What is your favorite time of day?
Okay.
Definitely the night,
Okay,
especially warm summer nights.
Okay.
Just being able to go out, not worry at night, especially in Korea, walking around, seeing the lights. Good mood.
Yeah, I like it when it suddenly becomes dark outside. Like the weather is not cold yet. It's just like a brisk chill, so that's good. And like just the night background is beautiful to see. The time of day actually I hate the most is like when the sun rises or sets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my eyes are very sensitive to light, and that's when the light from the sun is the most focused. So I have to during that time of the day, if I look at the sky, like I have to like squint my eyes. So I actually if I'm not in the city, if nothing's blocking the light, I have to look down a lot.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing because, like, for me, I actually like dusk.
Yeah.
Especially when driving.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. You can just kind of see a little softer. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like the twilight when the sun, you can see the light in the backdrop with like the day and the night in the backdrop. But then when you can have that little bit of sunlight remaining, and that's when it's at its most focus, and it's like a bright light in my eyes.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Great. Number 7.
Compared to yesterday, is there anything that worked out well or that you were able to do better today?
Okay, so we were just talking about this a little bit. Yesterday, I actually had a comedy show. And what happened was at the comedy show, someone heckled me. And at the time, I didn't have the right words to deal with that situation. And I was like kind of stressed out because I was hosting it and yada yada. And like we were running late on time. So I just tried to rush through it. But then what I was saying before, I'm like, oh, there's like so many different ways I could have handled that situation. There's so many different ways I could have different things I could have said. So that's something I feel that I can handle better today than I did yesterday. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning experience.
Yeah. How about yourself? Is there something you think you could do better today that you didn't do better yesterday?
Exercise.
Exercise?
Yeah, well, I did do some exercise yesterday, but I was quite unhappy. I felt like I had been making progress, but then when I looked in the mirror, not about physically, it's just how I've been doing mobility and trying to move my body, I was so felt like I'm upset. So I actually texted my PT guy and was like, can you help me out? And so this morning I met him and we were able to work it out more. So yeah.
I know a lot of personal trainers. If you need some advice, I can always ask them too.
Yes, I really do like my PT guy, but any advice is good advice.
I even female PT trainers too, so they could give you some advice too.
Good, thanks.
Number 8. Was there something that you wanted to do today but you couldn't? So do you have anything that you missed today that you weren't able to do?
I actually didn't have time to meditate.
Okay.
So as you were saying how in the morning you like to do your positive kind of reinforcements with videos, I like to meditate in the morning, at least 5 minutes. And I think I skipped that this morning, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is kind of like similar to question number 5. If you could relive today, what would you do? Yeah, now with number 8, was there something that you wanted to do today but you couldn't? Yeah. So I would just answer the same thing. I would have woken up earlier and visited McDonald's to have McBreakfast.
How's your stomach? Hungry?
I'm not that hungry because last night, like I had, when I was coming home, I visited the convenience store, so I had like some late night snacking.
Oh, good. Always fun.
Yeah. Good. Number 9, please.
With whom would you like to spend the longest number of hours with? What would you do?
Ooh. So you're lucky because you're married. So for me, if I had a girlfriend, I would like to spend some time at those quiet moments. I was actually married, but I really miss those quiet moments when you're just sharing a space with someone, but you don't have to talk.
Yeah. just reading next to each other or just on the phone.
Yeah.
And you just feel comforted.
Yeah, it's just so like I would be watching TV and she would just come in the room and just read a book in the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice and warm.
Yeah.
I think, yes, definitely my hubby, but would be my family.
Okay.
Because I do miss them.
Okay, what would you do with them? What would you like to do with them?
The first thing that popped in my head was family games.
Okay.
So we did that a lot. We had every week we would have family time and we would sit at the table and just have fun together.
Yeah.
Play board games.
One thing I would family answer that. I would like to go fishing with my father.
Oh,
because I haven't done it. Like we haven't gone fishing for like 12 years, and every time I visited, it hasn't been the right season for fish. So I would really like to do that. Go fly fishing with my father.
What kind of fish did you catch?
Trout and salmon.
Okay. Well, did you do like the Korean thing? Cut it, have the raw fish?
No. This is also one of my like good childhood memories. Yeah, like we would go fishing for trout. We'd bring it home. My father would clean it right away. And then he would just put it in a frying pan and then cook it with bacon grease.
Oh,
and just putting some salt on that.
Oh my gosh, you had me at the word bacon.
Yeah. So I don't. This might sound strange to Koreans, but like in my household, and it happens in other people's house, when you cook bacon, you actually save the grease in a coffee cup and you put it in the refrigerator.
Or like some like can. It was like a soda can.
Yeah, so I guess it's for your house as well. Like Western people, some of us keep the bacon grease for cooking for later.
It definitely feels like a Midwest rural kind of northern thing, or maybe they do it in the South.
I mentioned it even to my Swedish friend, and he's like, they do that as well.
Oh,
too.
very cool.
Yeah. And our final question, do you have something you have to do before you fall asleep?
Oh, good. And I like the expressions here. Leave the electronics alone, keep a diary. Definitely been trying to get in the routine of journaling every night. That helps kind of get all those words that are rolling around in your head kind of out and on paper. And then also, again, like similar in the morning, meditation.
See, I did the journal thing, but I just found I was just always writing the same thing of my thoughts in the head. One thing I have to do before I fall asleep, brush my teeth for sure.
Oh, okay. There you go. Hygienic.
Yeah. And it just, even if I try to go to sleep without brushing my teeth, it just feels off. So it's part of my night routine is like to clean myself so I can feel fresh for dreamland.
That's true. I think usually I can brush my teeth before I get into the bed, but then I'll just be busy with so many things. I get into bed and go like, teeth. Gotta brush my teeth.
Yeah, as well as I change in my pajamas too.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I love actually having like long, like baggy pajama pants. So, and that just makes me feel free and comfortable when I'm sleeping.
Yes, comfort is number one.
All right. Well, that concludes the topic of daily life. Thank you for watching. If you have any other questions, you can reach us at colcom.co.kr. I've been Jeff.
And this is Rose.
Bye-bye.
Take care.